What's up guys, it's Collinns here. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at a video that's a little longer than our usual videos. It's 40 minutes. I'm probably not going to be talking too much through it, but we're going to get into a little bit of a deeper end on this pup lifestyle that I just recently started looking at, and we're gonna take a look at it together. This has been on this page for a while now. It's called OMG Stories. Obviously, everyone here is gonna be almost mean or not, depending on what kind of people you are. If you're happy doing what you're doing, do it. Who gives a shit? This was 2 years ago. It's probably old news by now, but we're gonna take a look at OMG Stories video, why I left my fiance to become a dog. That's one of the things that they're talking about. It's a full documentary of the secret life of human pups. That is something that we heard a lot about already, so let's get right into it and see what the deeper end is of the human pup scenario that we will see right here. Alright, let's get it.
Britain is a nation obsessed with dogs. There are 9 million of them in the UK, with 1 in 4 households having a canine companion. But some people don't just want to own a dog, they want to be one. 32-year-old Tom works as a sound and lighting technician for a local theatre. But after a long day at the office, this is where he likes to sleep.
I can actually fit in quite successfully. And to be honest with you, from there on in, I'm comfortable.
It doesn't look very comfortable.
It's bizarre. It doesn't look comfortable, but then I mean, you can shuffle around. You can make yourself a different shape and curl up differently, swap the corners, go to the opposite side. It looks bijou, but actually there's a lot more space in here than you really think.
For the past 10 years, Tom has spent every spare moment becoming a dog.
If I'm in here for a long time, if facilities needed, puppy training pads.
What's a puppy training pad?
Puppy training pads, they're there for small puppy spills normally, but they're quite absorbent. And it just means that if I do get sort of suddenly caught out, I've got the chance to relieve and relax, and then you put it in a carrier bag, tie the carrier bag off, and then I can scoot and shoot it out the way and curl up and go back to bed. It means I don't have to break out of being in the puppy headspace. I'm still a puppy and I can still look after myself. The other thing that probably sometimes people perceive as a bit, whoa, that's a bit seriously strange, but I actually munch on Bonios, which are proper doggy biscuits. But they're as dry as anything.
What do they taste like?
What they taste like? There's no specific taste, but there's a definite texture of cardboard and sort of gravelly, kind of sandy type of texture.
That doesn't sound particularly appetising.
I like them. There's just something about it. It just helps reinforce who I am as a puppy. But they're supposed to keep your teeth good and healthy, clean, and your coat healthy and clean, so.
It's already 2 minutes in and we're eating dog biscuits. They're not really for people to eat. I wouldn't. I'm a furry, so I know how appetizing dog biscuit. I'm kidding. I wouldn't eat dog food or dog biscuits, even as playing as this character thing. I would eat. Nowadays, people are feeding their dogs human grade food more so than kibble. I'd say stay away from things like that if you are doing this kind of lifestyle. uh, of the puppy thing, switching over, from human to puppy. I wouldn't, just based on nutritional needs that biologically human bodies need. That's all I'm saying on that.
Tom spent more than £4,000 on specially made gear to transform into his alter ego.
£4,000. How much is that in American dollars? Damn. This thing he has that he's about to put on is $5,336.11. Now, it may have been a little bit cheaper back then, but wow. Okay. 4,000 pounds is 5,000, over 5,000 United States dollars. I can't say anything because I have already paid for Winter's suit, and I'm actually having a second suit made. His suit was $8,000. And the second suit that I'm getting is 4,000. So, it's a hobby thing. Hobbies take a lot of money. That's just how it is, but that's a good bit of money there. 4,000 pounds. That's 5,300 something in American dollars. That's this dude's balling.
Spot.
This looks challenging.
It is very challenging to get on. Because it's custom made, custom sized, it's that much more awkward to get into. You need a fair bit of talc. Most rubber pups in the sort of community do actually need a hand to get in, they can't do it on their own.
Tom keeps his puppy gear at his friend Rachel's house.
Right, do you want to turn around and do it? So it's easy.
Whichever's up to you. If I go that way. There.
I think it's time you do a new one.
I know.
It's worse than a pair of tights. Jesus.
Whee!
Happy?
Yep. Right, time for the hood. Got nose tubes, means I can breathe like a puppy. They got my nostrils, and they then come round to the actual puppy's hood's nostrils. Now they're in there. You can breathe through your nose of a puppy, which is nice. Right. Front paws. I'm a Dalmatian. They want to be on the go all the time. They're an active animal. Do theatre work, so I sort of hide in the dark, do the sound and the lights and that kind of thing. I don't want to be seen at work. I don't want to be seen in the public eye, but as my pup life, I want to be the centre of attention.
Last year, Tom won the first ever Mr. Puppy UK, a craft-style competition for human pups, and is about to compete in Mr. Puppy Europe.
I'm expecting to win, hopefully. That's the point of going over there. It probably is a sort of obsession. It's an escapism. It'd be a very boring life if there was no pup play around.
And there's that word again, escapism. That's literally all this is someone enjoying an escapism, be it through acting like a dog or playing video games, same thing, dressing in a furry costume. Some people could say, oh, you have mental disability, you have mental illness, but in the end, are you the one that's having a mental illness by sitting hours on end scrolling on your phone, talking shit to people online? Is that considered a mental illness? You gotta figure out if that actually makes sense, because normal now is you'll get up, take a shower, eat, do all the things that you have to survive as a human, go to work, come home, either hang out with family, friends, or drink, or play video games, read, write, go to the gym, go to a friend's house, get drunk there, eat dinner somewhere, go to the movie theater, go on a hike, go camping, go on vacation, go on a cruise, get drunk there, play board games, play video games in college, do homework, do school projects, talk to people that are enthusiasts about trains and cars, soup up your car, get, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of cosmetic shit to your car that doesn't make it go any faster. It's still, from the factory. All of those things, is that considered mental illness for someone doing that just to pass their time in life? Escapism is, in many forms, something that a human does that is not working. Because most of how humans exist is you wake up, go to work, eat lunch at work, finish working, work overtime or go home, go to the gym, maybe go on the internet, watch YouTube videos or something, scroll on your phone, then eat dinner and go to sleep. Do it again. So, is that deemed a mental illness because someone gets in that pattern and does that every single day? Because as far as it sounds, it's not. Based on the normal person's life, your human existence is to make money, to be able to buy things so you can eat and not die. You can live without food, but you can't live without water. You could possibly live in a certain area that's either a little bit too hot or a little bit too cold and survive, but when it gets too cold or too hot, you die on the street. Think of all those things and figure out in your own mind what is deemed a normal lifestyle to the point where it's not a mental illness at this point, for how repetitive you can get in life. That's just something to think about. No, I wouldn't be going this far to do this kind of lifestyle. It is up to the person's choice. And as you see here, this person is not even in America. I'm sure there are people that go this far in America. I'm sure there's more people out in Britain that do the same thing. Personally, it's not for me. It sounds like it's gonna be a little too hot and sweaty in something like that. I mean, as I am a furry and I do, have Galaxy, I can barely wear this in the arm sleeves, in the paws, and I usually wear a jean jacket or like a sweatshirt or something when I'm doing like TikTok videos and things like that, or YouTube videos where I am the character Galaxy. I have a fan usually on me when I'm doing things like that because it's so hot. I just wouldn't be able to do it. So, in simplistics, do what you want in life. It's not a mental illness. Everyone at this point has some kind of damn mental illness. Get over yourself. Be an adult. Let's continue.
Puppy play was originally born out of the kink scene, but has since become a global phenomenon in its own right.
Hey there guys, it's G-Pup here and a big hello all the way from Australia.
There is a thriving online
He said Australia. Wow.
community with an estimated 10,000 human pups in the UK alone.
As a pup, I'm a Rottweiler, and I'm not running around on all fours. I work in catering.
I can totally understand why people would think it's strange to identify as being a dog.
It's a way of relaxing after a long day and not having to cope with everything that comes with a normal human life.
All of the pups that I know are regular, normal people you walk past in the street every day.
A lot of pups do work in very high-pressure jobs. They control large groups of people, they are CEOs. It's just a way of being able to express themselves in a way they wouldn't be able to do as a human.
It's coming out of the shadows. It isn't the seedy activity people think it is.
While real dogs are free to play outside, human pups have to be a little more discreet.
Well, it's like being a Therian or a furry. You're not going to do that out in the public eye. Obviously at events and things like that. Like furry conventions, you'll go to a furry convention and you're going to see a bunch of people in furry costumes. That's just how it is. It's a furry convention. Why are you fucking surprised?
I'm waiting for it to boot up.
28-year-old Oxford graduate Kai
That really doesn't sound healthy, does it?
runs the UK's online community for human pups from his parents' garage.
Well, here we have a pup doing the ironing. Here's an ironing service. It costs £1 and a chocolate button for every shirt that you want ironed.
I think I just saw like a Patreon thing, and he said something about like if you wanted a shirt ironed while he's in, you know, the thing that he has for his pup. I'm just gonna call it Pupstona, like I mentioned before. It sounds like this is literally he's making money on this. So, again, think about Disney mascots and people in masks doing their job, making money off of things that they do. You can live with it. You can live doing it. So why not? Oh, it's weird. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Who cares? Calm down.
As a senior figure in the community, Kai has made it his mission to raise awareness of human puppy play. Today, he's putting on his website's first event.
Lots of people are scared to come out as a pup because they don't know the reactions of their friends, their family, and one of my jobs is to try to reach out to those people, show them that there is a big community for it in the UK and that people are here for them to help them.
So will you be dressing up as a pup today?
No, I don't dress up as a pup. I'm a handler. I'm one of the people who looks after all the people who do dress up as pups.
Is it about sex?
Pet play is definitely not about sex.
Puppy play is a form of escapism. It's a way to move yourself from what you don't want to be and to be who you do want to be.
There are straight pups, there are transsexual pups, there are asexual pups. It's a very diverse community.
A large majority of the pups are nows. Most females who are into pet play prefer to do kitten play, and because they identify better with a cat than a pup.
Can all the puppies come this way? So I'd like to say thank you very much to everybody who's turned up today to our first Pup Out event.
The event has been a success, with over 30 pups in attendance.
Next month.
But Kai has even bigger plans for his next event.
Whereas here everybody is involved in pet play already, as soon as you take it outside of the building into the streets, you have no idea at all what's going to happen.
He will be walking a group of pups around the streets of London, where they will face the public for the very first time.
People shouldn't be scared or worried about being who they are and who they want to be.
Okay, well, this is hitting on a close edge here. Going into public with certain things on, it's like thinking about, like, as a furry, personally, I would not wear things like, I've seen a few people walk around with jock straps, or like, the harnesses that specifically go around, areas that make anatomical sense on fursuits. I wouldn't do that in public based on there is a possibility of a child seeing you. Obviously, there is every kind of porn that you can find online, and no, not every single hobby and thing is specifically sexual. Just like furries is not specifically sexual, I'm sure anything you find there is a sexual side to it. This specifically, I would not take out in public wearing certain things. Now, the face, I was looking at some of the gear that people are wearing. The face, I wouldn't give a damn if anyone like walked around with something like that. It's like putting on a face mask or putting on a Halloween costume. Skin, I don't know about the skin tight things around, speaking of a male body, skin tight things around the lower body, probably wouldn't. Skin tight things around the upper body for women, probably wouldn't. Just based on like little children being around. Obviously, you're an adult, you can do what you want. As long as it's not on private property, it's fine. But morally, for me, I wouldn't do certain things and go out wearing certain things around outside areas unless I had some form of, pants on or something like that. Like furries have like really thick fur most of the places of the body. If it's a skin tight suit, there's things called scalies. It's like a alligator or like lizard or something. It's like a lizard man, kind of like how that superhero, in Spider-Man, or the supervillain in Spider-Man is like the lizard guy. That is, it has thick skin. You can't really like see, parts of the body that are should be covered in a public space. Nowadays, people just wear whatever the hell they want, and they don't give a shit if children are around or not. Children have gotten to the point where they act like 20-year-olds when they're like 10. That's horrible that children have to grow up that fast, but because of the internet, I think they get into, they run into things easier, faster, and they start getting more mature earlier on. I kind of had that point where like my mom and her sisters and all the people in my older style background, they were children until they were in their teenage years. Now children nowadays are like, they act like they're adults when they're 10 or 11. And I'm like, what happened to being a child? The internet happened. That is what happened. Internet and social media happened. Technology happened, and just like evolution, I know some people don't believe in certain evolutions. How did we get smarter as a human race when cavemen and things like that existed before then? Kind of like the evolution of the brain. And as the brain works, it gets smarter, things get passed down early, and now our children are acting like adults because they have a higher capacity in their brain than we did when we got born. The generations just get higher and higher on the brainwave board. So, never know what you're gonna actually run into with young people now. That's kind of weird. My God. Very interesting. Anyway, personal opinion, I would not wear certain things like skin tight bodysuits outside without pants on. I wouldn't wear anything that would go inside of your body. I wouldn't wear anything that looks terrifying to a child, like, stabbing knives into me or something, or like fake knives all over me, or blood or everything and guts. I wouldn't do that. It's not Halloween. I think out of this, a tail, pair of jeans, t-shirt, or a tank top, and then the face and paws. Why not? It's like as if you were wearing a partial fursuit, which a partial fursuit is literally just hands, feet, head, and a tail. I mean, it's not showing off anything. It's not making anything look really weird, or like very, not weird, but very tight on your body. It gives the correct effect, but it's appropriate for open spaces. So again, people are adults, they get to do what they want. Personal preference, I would be wearing jeans, t-shirt, a tail, paws, or the mask, and be out in public that may not have as many children. You may pass by children if you're like in a city. Most of the time, parents are with the children. They can go the other way or turn their kid's face away if they don't want them to see it. I think my dog has to go outside. I'll be right back. Yes, I have been gone that long because it's literally night now. Anyway, let's continue with the video here. But, small side note, like I was explaining earlier, I think like a partial of this pet suit Sona kind of thing would be, the face, maybe paws or hands or gloves or something. Wear a t-shirt like this dude in the background here is wearing, and, a nice pair of jeans or shorts at least. I think that's the best way that you can go out in public and do this kind of thing. Anyway, let's see what going in public really entails in this community in England. Was it Britain? England? I'm already forgetting, but let's continue. Okay.
Where they will face the public for the very first time.
People shouldn't be scared or worried about being who they are and who they want to be.
And that's another thing. You shouldn't be scared to do what you want to do in life. It's kind of like the Pride Parade kind of thing. If, like, you go out and you know that you're going to be walking around a parade, if you really don't want to be around people that are in the LGBT community, don't go in that area that the parade is in at that current time. Or ignore people that walk past you that have, like, flags and other stuff like that. You can do the same thing here. Just, mind your own business at this point.
The general public are a great unknown, and obviously something that is as secretive and private as pet play. It's very nerve-wracking to then go outside and show that side of you off to people you've never met before.
Where's your blue ring?
Having won Mr. Puppy UK last year,
It's got dribble all over it. That's gross.
theatre technician Tom is now preparing to take on Europe with the help of his friend, Rachel.
I get automatic qualification entry into Mr. Puppy Europe. I'm going out to Antwerp to represent the puppy community and see if I can bring back being the best pup in Europe.
But his single-minded ambition to become the continent's top dog has come at a cost.
You want to be a dog? You can be a dog.
Although they are just friends now, before Tom became Spot, he was engaged to marry Rachel.
He wanted to be able to explore different avenues, and I didn't understand it. I didn't want to understand it then. It was him having to make a choice between what he wanted to do or me. And it was a better choice for him. It's two different things when he is Spot and when he's Tom. So I suppose that's what I walked away from.
When you disappear, you start chasing puppy toys and people giving you ear scritches, and treating you as a puppy, you go so deep into the headspace that you just don't stop to look and you don't stop to think, but you crave it, you want it, you wish for it. It's just magic. It just really is genuinely magic. I am strongly, happily proud of who I am and what I look like. And I don't care what anyone else thinks.
I mean, in the end, you just gotta do what you have to do to make your life feel fulfilling. I mean, if it works out for you, it works out for you, and that's just how it is. Um, he sounds like he knows what he wanted for his life and his form of escapism, so he decided to do what he thought he needed the most. And it sounds like she kind of understood a little bit about like what had happened, you know, the shift. Um, I mean, depending on how you look at it, they could be like, oh, he should have just put down the mask, stop being this thing and marry and be normal, have children. And then those children will either do this or go and have some more children, and some more children, and some more children, and some more children.
This is my favourite toy bone. This has been with me for years, probably longer than any of my gear, any of my hoods. I love it.
What breed do you identify as?
I'm a wolf. My parents have always brought me up to believe that if you're happy in yourself and you're living a life that you enjoy, then that's the only thing that really matters. A life that you enjoy.
I'm just not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of little trophy or something like that. That's kind of cool. And he has a dog, pet enthusiast, security. That's cool. Looks like he cooks because there's spices up there. Or someone cooks. Ew. Pepsi. I like Coke because I like sugar.
Days for me is just being a dog around the house and chatting to my friends who are other dogs. I have a lot of dog-like traits. I chew things, I have quite a lot of dog bones and things lying around the house. I have an ID chip implanted in between.
Okay. Cameraman, you know that that's the actual dog's food, right?
My shoulder blades. I don't know if it's a process of becoming a dog mentally. I think it's more of a process of not thinking about being a human.
Why that dude... This dude looks like those things. Oh, I don't know what the hell they're called. Wait a minute. This is what I was thinking, but it's not like this. It's some kind of kid's toy that my sister had where like some kind of, there was like it was really puffy thing. He had like something orange or pink or something over his head like this, and it was like a bald head. It reminded me of this cartoon as a kid, but it was not the same. This is actually not it. This is like original days back then with this dude. These are original days from this cartoon called Yo Gabba Gabba. It literally is what I was thinking, but not. I can't freaking remember where it's from, but this dude looks like. Imagine that guy in something that looks like this with like the face covered. I don't remember what it's called, but that's what this dude reminds me of. These, but with like the face covering. Damn it, I can't remember what the actual name of it was, but yeah, that for some reason that's what I picture, like one of these guys when I see this guy. I forget what they're called. There's some kind of kid's toy that was from like 2010. I can't find it. I've looked for like 15 minutes. Anyway, back to what we were looking at before. Also, I'm noticing that we're getting close to like 40 minutes already. So probably after a little bit longer, we're probably going to head into a cut to an episode 2. Just because this is so long. Yeah. Alright. Let's keep it. Well, actually, hang on. Okay, actually, I'm going to stop it there because we're heading into the guy that's going to be going into the public with this. He's going to talk a little bit more about it. Yeah. I do the secret pup play person. Look at him. Already hiding his face. See? Anyway, yeah, so if you want to see the rest of that, we're going to head into a episode 2. It's a little bit longer episode thing. It's a documentary, so obviously it's going to take a little longer than normal. We're already 12 minutes in. Apparently I've stopped and talked a lot. But I don't want to get too far into the story and then leave it on a cliffhanger. I mean, we still want to know what happens when this person comes out into public. And see what happens in somewhere outside of America, because America, you do what you want in America. In somewhere like London or Britain, any other country that's not America, you're questioned. I mean, you're questioned in America too, but at the same time, you're not 100% questioned here. Sometimes it's just like, oh my god, they live in this state, of course they're doing it. It's kind of like the Florida man thing. You see something about Florida, oh god, Florida man, but you see something outside of America or a certain state, you may be like, huh? So, yeah. Anyway, I've talked too much. We'll see you in the next episode. Boop the like, subscribe button if you want to see more. I'm going to be posting this next episode right after this one because why not? And we'll see what happens with their out in public walk and see what other people think, and yeah. And I'll see what things I may think based on what is worn and how they act and things like that outside of a space that's made for pup people. Alright. Let's go ahead into the next episode after this. Bye! I wonder if I could do a good dog vocal. I'll save that for the next episode. See ya. Stay Frosty Frost back.